Alright guys, welcome back to day 2 of our Kingdom of Loathing run. Uh, Couple of things. I figured out how to show fullness along with inebriation. It's just a little selection right there. Of course, wording not funny. Cool. We got a message from Tooth the Oriole. He sent us a care package, so we're gonna open that. I submitted an email address, which means now I can access the markets in the market square. Select the flea market, where we can get some things, weapons. May when we get some more meat because we're kind of low on meat at the moment. Um, may give us some better options. Bubble wrap sword. You're kidding me. 6 to 12 damage, so 1 hit sword plus muscle plus moxie. How much is it? 2? We might be getting that right now. Muscle required. Oh, 15. We're not quite there yet. What are we currently using? We're currently using the Knobgoblin Scimitar, which gives us +1 muscle. So we wouldn't be able to use it anyway necessarily. Okay. But miscellaneous? Yeah, 2 Theros package. Okay, we're gonna use that. So we got 3 things of Oriole Nest soup, which is some decent food, 3 bottles of Mountain Dew, and we got some good booze. Okay, cool. Also, it shows up in my intro and the day 1 ring. I fixed the ad problem. My ad blocker, apparently at some point, yeah, I got rid of it, so I got a new ad blocker, so I don't have to worry about ads anymore, which was really frustrating. Anyway, so basically our goal is to get to level 4, and that's when we open up the next set of quests, which is, because I did some research, Council of Loathing, it has a quest list here, somewhere, here, right here, quest list. It also has like the other chat options and things. Anyway, so that's useful. KoL Wiki is also up. But we're gonna go. We need to buy some other skills, and we should have some available. So the one that would be really helpful is called Shoulder. It's because smacks deal additional damage. It'd be really nice. Audacity of the Otter is going to increase crit hits. Hibernate, though, is the one we actually are going to do because it gives us the well rest effect, which it gives +3 stats per fight. So that's going to help us level that much faster. So we're going to take that. And basically, instead of going to our campsite, we can just use this to rest and regain MP, things like that. So we're going to buy it. That kind of sucked because that's most of our meat. So we're going to go looking for meat now. And so our options are, there's a barrel full of barrels, which probably not going to do that because barrel mimics hurt. We've got the Temple of Literacy, which we have to go here if we want to learn how to talk in chat. As you can see, can't really enter chat right now. If we go to Temple of Literacy, oh, yeah, sure, I'll type this in real quick. I have read the policies of loathing and I promise to abide by them. What actually are the policies of loathing? What are the actual policies of loathing? Okay, let's read the policy of loathing. Game of Loathing is not a place that would ever be accused of taking itself too seriously. Nevertheless, there comes a time in the lifespan of every community that doesn't actually discriminate against 14-year-olds, at which some rules must be established. 99% of you will never butt heads. Okay. So our rules are don't act like a jackass in chat. Okay, that seems really simple. So begging, spamming, generally being an issue. That's what that is. Don't scam people. Okay. Don't buy or sell game stuff outside the game. Okay, so that's reasonable. Don't harass people. Okay, cool. Don't advertise. Cool. That again makes sense. Don't abuse multiple accounts. So here's an interesting one. You are allowed to have multi accounts. Like I have 2 accounts now because I have my original one I made when I was a teen. I've got this one. So here's the way that works. It's not against the rules to have more than one character per household or per computer or even per person. What is against the law is to have a bunch of extra characters that act as item or meat farmers for your main character. Here's your yardstick. If your main character is accumulating wealth or advancing at a rate faster than would be possible without multis, then you're more than likely in violation of this rule. If you're abusing multis and your behavior is noticed, all accounts other than what appears to be your primary one will be disabled. If you make a bunch more multis and start grading again, or if the first abuse we notice is really annoying or egregious, your primary account will be disabled. So basically, like real example, I say my original account has 5 million meat on it. And I start sending, 10,000 meat to this account, which is not going to happen because we're doing a free run. Definitely not going to happen. That's, there is no way for my new account as a level 4 to have 10,000 meat just showing up every day. There's no way with the setup that I have that for that to happen. So that's kind of the stick. So you can have multis and they can interact, but there has to be an equitable trade. Like you could spec out a character that does booze crafting real well or cooking real well, and you could trade, you know, things equally to them. It's just about keeping it market value. So no shadiness going on between your multis, but you can have multiple accounts. Don't make a character with a racially offensive or obviously derivative name. I don't think my name is, since not dead yet's already the name of someone, still not dead yet. Doesn't seem racially offensive or obviously derivative. It doesn't seem that way. So we're good with these policies. They're again, if someone wants to read them, just learn how to play in the Temple of Literacy. Anyway, so done that. Bam. Sorry you didn't type the oath correctly. Oh, did it remove it? I have read the policies of loathing. Now I have 2 eyes. That would be it. And I promise to abide by them. Let's do this again. When they get there, they are going to choose their mittens. You are nuts if you think I'm doing yours. Black. Okay. Seriously? Policies. There's a period. There's a period. Okay. No. We know now that I can't spell. But I think that was radically apparent. First few times you guys have seen me not do that correctly. There we go. Cool. So we can enter chat now. We're not going to at the moment. But entering chat is a lot of ways, like when you get to a clan or if you need help with things, that's the recommended plan. Go to chat, talk to people, learn how to do things. If you're having trouble with a quest, getting an item, where do you get this item? Not begging people to give you the item. You're requesting information on how to get an item. Okay, that's part of the policies. Is like when you don't beg for items, you're asking questions about locations or steps to take, not give me this item. Important distinction to make. That's also where they run trivias and raffles and things like that, which can be really helpful for new players. I'm not going to do that again. One, because I don't want to have to deal with the chat on that side of them. Anyway, not important. Cool. So, a couple places we can go. We can go to the Dungeoneers Association. which has the daily dungeon, which can get stuff, and the haiku dungeon, which you can get stuff. Then the vending machine, which if you do complete the dungeon things, you can get various items. Boris's ring is made for mysticality classes, so that's your wizards. Jarlsberg's earring, that's made for mysticality's classes too. Oh no, it just has a mysticality required. Anyway, each of these ones boost one of the stats by 10. They all require 25 mysticality, so they're not really useful to us. A potato sprout was used to get us a levitating potato, and then there are the spell books, which take a lot, as you notice. And most of these aren't really useful for us at the moment. Then the keys can be used to unlock the gates. So, but the other thing is that the daily dungeons has drops, and I can't do it yet because I don't have enough muscle. Okay, so can't do that yet. And then we have the Hermitage, which has items for trade. The Hermit looks at you unexpectedly. When you don't respond, you push your cruise direct sign. Hermit permit required. Okay, so I need to get a Hermit permit before I do anything with that. So that's also good to know. That sounds like something we'd get from the general store. Hermit permit, maybe? No. Yeah, I don't see a lot of anything useful right there. Okay, maybe the flea market? No, wait, not the flea market. Flea market is set up by other people. Meatsmith has meatsmithing stuff. We got a meatsmithing guide. I did that off screen. And that'll teach us how to meatsmith, which we can use later. Not exactly useful right now. Dr. Galacnix has mostly healing stuff, which might come in handy. The Mr. Stores, what you use Mr. A's, which are what you get for donating the game to trade for. We're not doing that. A reasonably sized fountain wasn't here before, because that's not clear. And the armor and legger is getting some weapons for 50 meat. It doesn't do anything specific. So most of these look like they're just plain weapons, and they have high muscle requirements, so that's annoying. That one doesn't have a high one, but our current weapon gives us +1 muscle, although this is a much higher damaging one. Yeah. I don't know. Not terribly looking at this. It does have like hats and then pants. The pants that we're wearing right now are really good though, because they give +3 to all of our stats, +2 to our stats. So they're really useful. So it doesn't look like any of these are super useful. Okay, so we need food. Odd jobs for it. I wonder what's on here. Ooh! Yeah, here we go. Okay, so these are how we're gonna get meat fast. So the 10 adventure ones are gonna give us 10,000 each. And honestly, there's not a super. We're just gonna do the first one. Okay, so muscle points. So we're up to level 4 now, and we've got 1,000 meat. So we can go talk to. I'm gonna use 10. 3 adventures for 350. And we're gonna do that one too. Okay, cool. We got more of that. Go back to the seaside town. Council of Loathing is gonna tell us to go talk to. Oh, we must slay the boss bat. Can found the bat hole in the nearby plains. Cool. So that's the thing, slaying the boss bat. And we also have a quest from Olaf, I think. Yeah. So, and this is to get a meatcar. The I'm not gonna say that word because YouTube is gonna get angry if I say it. Anyway, so this is the Degrassi Knoll list, and it's to get a bunch of things. Meat stacks, cogs, empty meat take, tires, spring, rims, sprockets, and meat paste. Which meat paste is something we learned how to do using the meatsmithing guide. And so we'll adventure at the Degrassi Knoll, which should have also been unlocked. Oh, but we're gonna get something from Tord real quick. Okay, so we're looking for passives. So let's you build Fury by that. Fury does extra damage. Thrust smack. That's an MP one. Cold shoulder. Yeah, we're gonna get cold shoulder real quick. And Audacity of the Otter. Okay, and we're gonna hope that we have enough still to, is Degrassi Knoll? Okay, Degrassi Knoll is marked. We're gonna go to the flea market and see if there are any cheap melee weapons that we can use. So we have 15 muscle, 10 mysticality. Ooh, we got 10 mysticality. We can whip the rank. Anyway, let's see if there are any melee weapons that we can purchase that are good enough for us. That takes 15. Cardboard sword. 15. Muscle plus 3, weapon damage plus 3. Okay. That's great. 155 meat. Weapon damage is 6 to 12. We still maintain our muscle and we get more weapon damage. Are we able to do a dripping meat sword? That's not helpful. Pewter claymore. That's a two-handed sword. Not terrible abilities. Starchy sword. No. Okay, so I think we're gonna go with the cardboard sword. We're just gonna buy it. So that should increase because all this is doing is muscle plus 1. So we're maintaining our muscle up from this, heftily increasing that, and we can now equip our shiny ring and our Baron von Ratsworth monocle. So we're gonna get extra item drops, and we got plus to our stuff. So we're fairly tanky, and we've got more MP. So let's go ahead and consumables. Let's eat the bowl of Oreo soup. See, fullness is now marked over here. So when you get full, you can still continue adventuring. It's not a problem. It's when you get too drunk that we come to the problem, which makes sense. Okay, so one more. Carnage. Yeah. Oh, I'm too full for that. Okay, because it's too big. Yeah, it's side 3. Okay, so we're almost all the way full. We're back up pretty high. Okay, so we've got fighting the boss bat and shows in the battle or the Degrassi Knoll. Let's go work on the Degrassi Knoll. See how we do. We've got Clobber or we've got Lunge Smack. See how much Lunge Smack. Ooh, Lunge Smack is doing great now. Do we need the Bugbear costume? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. How does just attacking work? Ooh, fumble will win the fight because Stabby's a mad lad. Okay, so we got tires. So we got tires. I think we still need a cog. Ooh, we got a Knowlish toolbox, which I think if we use that, could have some of the stuff that we need in there. Let's keep going. Okay, so let's go use our Knowlish toolboxes. Use multiple. We want to use both of them. Use. Okay, so we got 3 Grogs being jumping meats. Oh, okay. I think we got a lot. Okay. So we have, which we can see right here, we've got cog. We've got the cog of the empty meat tack. We've got tires. We've got springs. We got springs. So we need rims, the sprocket. Do we have sprocket? Okay. So we still need the sprocket, make meat paste, and a meat stack. Where's that meat smithing guide? Let's use that. Okay, tenderizing hammer. Use it to combine smithing unit with a meat stack to make basic items. Combine other things with basic items. Okay, cool. Panels waste of meat. Cool. So we need to go get a meat smithing hammer. Okay. So we're almost done with that. So we're looking for a sprocket and rims. Launch 12 box. Meat. And we're also getting decent meat finds from them. Got tires again. The Boygore. That's the rest of our bugbear costume, I guess. I don't think it gives us anything. Tire juggler. Hey. Nope. Tires. Okay. Another toolbox. All right. Let's go play toolbox roulette again. Got sprockets and another empty meat thing. Okay. So all we're missing now is the rims, which are out of stock, and the meat stack and meat paste. Which craft stuff, meat paste, 10 meat. Hey, cool. So we got meat paste. Meat stack is 100 meat. Okay. So let's go talk. Let's see if we can turn some of this stuff in. Go off. You found all the meat car parts. Once you have them, you'll need the meat paste. Stick them all together. Fear not, it's not a complicated device. Okay. Meatcar. Meatcar quest. Okay, we have the shopping list. Venture across the only you get tires. Create a meat stack by Sweet Rims. Okay, so we've got 6. We'll need 6 meat paste. Okay, so we got to make 5 more meat paste and buy the Sweet Rims from the general store. So we should be good. We should be good. So general store. Back to town, Market Square, general store, some Sweet Rims. Man, those are expensive. That's okay. Okay, cool. We got that. Let's go craft stuff. So we may need 5 more meat pastes. Okay, so we want to combine the empty meat tank with the meat stack, I'm guessing. Okay, so we got a full meat tank. Okay, so take the cog and the sprocket, maybe? That doesn't make anything. Okay, so the cog and the spring doesn't do anything. Okay, how about the spring and... Oh, wait, no. The sprocket and the sweet rims. No. Okay, the sweet rims and the tires definitely make something. Okay, so we've got the dope wheels. Okay, so sprocket with the dope wheels, maybe? Nope. Cog with the dope wheels. Okay, how about a cog with the full meat tank? Cog and the sprocket. Okay, go back to asking questions. Cog, tank, create a meat stack and 6 meat pans by create yourself. Okay, so let's click on this. It has it. Spring sprocket. Okay, okay. So the spring and the sprocket combine. Sprocket assembly. So we take the sprocket assembly and I'm pretty sure it said cog. Combine. We got a cog and sprocket assembly. So we take the cog and sprocket assembly, combine it with the tires or the full meat tank. Let's try meat engine. Okay. So we take the dope wheels and the meat engine. Come on. Hey, cool. Don't know what this does. Allows travel to desert beach. Probably not useful yet, but we can go talk to the dude again. And that's a quest down, so we might get something. Olaf, yay! See, meatcar, thank you, still not dead yet. After such trials, you reverse your respite. Have a trip to the beach. I'll mark it on your map. Keep your eyes peeled if you head south of the border. It could be a dangerous place. And even for something safer, you can always just head to a travel agency instead. Okay, so that's an unlocked area. That's the Wolverine. Oh, that's the Fury building. Yeah, we don't have any money. Okay. So that's us done with the grassy knoll. So now we're on the quest for the boss bat. And send this back to the main page. Okay. Game stench. Okay. So we need to get the pine fresh. Yeah. So pine fresh air freshener, and get 3 sonars and a biscuit. Okay. So entryway. Continue going. Cool. Can we just equip? No. Okay. So I gotta go to equipment. It's an accessory, so I have to unequip something. So the ring of, yeah, we're gonna unequip the ring of half-assed regeneration because it's not doing anything for us. Pine fresh air freshener gives us slight stench resistance, which doesn't mean we're just not gonna get immediately destroyed going and venturing. Okay, kill that. Go back to the back hole. So Guana Junction, we're looking for killing some screamers, sonar and a biscuit. Ow, that hurts. Okay, go again. Go again. Sonar and a biscuit just does not want to show up. Ooh, a broken skull. I'm sure that's a crafting item. Yep, it's a crafting item. Awesome. Okay. A wad of dough. Ugh, sorry, I had to take a drink. Anyway, can that be baked? It's a cooking ingredient. I'm sure I can bake it. Okay. Briefcases are a usable item. So they're a random one. We might open up some briefcases. Still not seeing that. Ooh, a screen bat. Okay. The battlefield is Logan Street. Sprite your guts. I don't know. Your rock crumbling in powder somewhere in the distance. Okay, so that should be used for your turn for combat. Causes 1 wall in the battle to crumble. Give me access to first the bat burrow, and then the rat bean bat chamber, and finally the boss bat lair. Okay. Break your wall. Okay. Okay. So just continue going until we've done 3 screamers or 3 sonars and a biscuit. And then we can go to the boss bat's lair. Apparently. Or we can do the bat rat and rat bat burrow. Ooh, hey, sonar and a biscuit. Okay, so we just need 1 more then. Oof. Man, that hurt. Okay, let's try again. Man, it really doesn't like me. Bat guts and bat wing. And we're gonna lunge a thrust smack at it. We're actually gonna do that a bunch. Ouch. Another Sonora biscuit. Okay, cool. So we're going to use Hibernate. Get Well Rested, which is going to get more stat point. Lose an Adventure. And then we're going to go use the Sonora biscuit. I'm going to use. Go back to the bat hole. So the bat boss is there. Are we dumb enough? Yeah, why am I asking this question? Yes, we are dumb enough. Totally dumb enough. So we have 6 uses of lunge smacks, so we're just gonna attack them with our 227 meat. That's a nice little hefty bit of meat. So we are getting decent meat. Okay. Ouch. Still doing okay. We do have the Dr. Galactic still, so I'm not super worried yet. Okay, now I am. Okay, we're gonna use that. Attack again. So we're at 28. Hi, Boss Bat. Thrust Mac. Okay, so we're going to go back to the bat hole. So we are not currently strong enough really to do this, but we're gonna try anyway. Actually, no, we're not, because I don't have enough health at the moment. Okay. So gonna go back to we're gonna go to Desert Beach. Go to the border town. Pieces. Fancy tuxedo pants. Oh, they're a million meat. Right. These are all expensive things. No, that literally was. Oh no. Here we go. Pot of cactus days. Mug cake. It's a crappy food. Okay. Okay. So Draft House, the Mall of Loathing. Ah, right. The Mall of Loathing is where we're gonna possibly buy things from other players. Can't access that yet. Okay. Right. Need a hermit permit. Which wrong side of the tracks? That's your casino. Overgrown lot. Sleepy back alley. Okay, gain some hit points. We might just do is just regain our hit points. Okay, we're back to the max. Okay. We're just going all in. Ah! No. Oh, hey, look, we won. Cool. Okay, that was a lot less work than I thought it was. Okay, so we got that, and we got the bat skin belt, which gives all attributes +3, which is cool, and you can use that'll be useful later on. So let's go to our equipment. Our shiny ring also gives all attributes +3. We don't need the pine fresh air freshener because we're not going in stench area again. So we're gonna equip the boss bat belt, the bat skin belt, for this little bit. Because that's gonna be more useful for us. Okay. And we're gonna drink till Shadow Orange Schnapps. That's a decent booze. We're gonna drink till 10 inebriety, whatever. 9. And the bottle of whiskey. Okay, so we're pretty drunk. But we're back up to 62. All right, so we've got almost 2,000 meat. We're gonna go look at the flea market real quick. See if there's anything. Let's look for a better hat. Something better than what we got. So, coconut shell? Nope. Hairpiece on fire? That's expensive, but plus adventures. Ooh, ooh. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Can't use this yet, but it's actually really cool. Plus HP, plus combination of never fumble. Has a death ray on it. Yeah, that's definitely. We're buying that just to have it. Okay, so oversized skull cap. That's not a terrible. Muscle plus 2 damage reduction. Turtle wax helmet? No. Yellow plastic hard hat? No. Okay. Hairpiece on fire. We 6,500 meat. Let's see if we can get that. So we need 5,000 meat. We have 62 adventures. We might be able to use the odd jobs board to get that. Yeah, so got that. Level 5 now. Get martinis or martinis. Martinis are a decent booze, and we can make them dirty martinis if we get some olives. So we're gonna take that. Okay. So inform the council of our success. Right. Forgot to do that. And they have another quest for us. You've slain the boss bat. We've gotten word adventure that the knob goblins, which normally keep themselves over, are planning a major military action against Seaside Town. We need you to go deep there and nip the problem in the bud. Okay, so we got to go inside and yeah, and they make a Star Wars joke here. I think this is killing the Knob Goblin King. 4, yeah, the King of Cob's Knob. And we're done with the boss bat. We're on the King of the Cob's Knob. But you adventure there until you acquire a Goblin encryption key, which we might already have, and use the map to access the Bear's Kitchen, Treasury, Harem, and the Throne Room. And then acquire the Harem and wear it to get into the Throne Room. And then, okay, our start is getting the Harem outfit. So we need to get the Harem outfit after we get a Knob Goblin encryption key. Cool. Okay, so wait, don't we have the encryption key? We might have already gotten the encryption key. We have the encryption key. Cool. So use that. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, so telegram from. Oh, okay, cool. Apparently, I got a lot of interesting things. Cobb's knobs map. Use it. Okay. With map in one hand, encryption key in the other, you get 2 things. First, you decode the map, figure out where to go. And the second is that you see your wishing on the third hand, so you can enjoy tasty, ice cold lemonade. Memorize the location of the door and then eat the map thing. For no particular reason, really, it just seemed like a cool spy thing to do. Okay. So we need to do the harem. So we get the harem outfit. Right? And then the treasury. Harem, then throne room. Okay. Harem, then throne room. Got it. Cool. Harem. Ow. Man, these people hurt. I have got to up my clothing budget. Something. Cobb's Knob's lab key. Ooh, cool. Not relevant at the moment. Dress smack. Man, they hurt a lot. The Goblin Madams. Harem Guard. Cool. Gain back some HP. I need a source of MP regen, I think. That's the biggest takeaway I have. I need to get some MP regen somehow. Because with Stabby, I've got decent HP regen. I've got the Veil now. Is the Veil better than what I've got at the moment? Not really. Okay. The Harem Pants. Okay, so I've got the pants. I just need the perfume now. Come on, perfume. Ouch. Okay, cool. Cool. It's probably going to be the Madam that drops perfume. Harem Veil again. An excitement pill? Do I want to know what this does? No, apparently not. Cool. That's what I thought. No. Hey, the perfume. Cool. And it's a potion. Okay. So a whalebone corset. Oh, yeah, no. Okay. So interesting thing about equipment is some of them come in sets. So like the harem girl disguise. So dressing up on it unequips the items that I was currently wearing and re-equips those. Okay. So we're gonna unequip the monocle so we can equip the. Where is it? Oh wait, no, it's a usable item. Re-equip the monocle. Come back here, monocle. It's a consumable. Yeah. So where did it go? Where's a miscellaneous? No, 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 no. Perfume. No, goblin perfume. Okay, use it. Okay, so we go to the throne room now. Oh, oh. This is so we can fight the king. Okay, this is gonna end poorly, I can tell. Yeah, so apparently we're gonna go kill the Goblin King. Ow. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we are not ready to fight the Goblin King. At all. That was just proved. Um, didn't want to open that. Okay, so we're gonna go rest. That's gonna do that, and then we're going to go use hibernate, because that'll get us back to full HP. Give us the red wested. Okay, so back to our equipment. We're going to get our Viking helmet, I think. Yeah, we're gonna re-equip. Oh, the bugbear beanie better? No, it's not. It's the brown paper mask better. Kind of. Okay, and re-equip our Viking helmet and re-equip our Knob Goblin Uber pants. Okay, and then basket belt, cardboard sword, Viking helmet. Okay, so we can go on the bear. The barracks outfit might actually be better. A knob bugle. That's a ranged weapon. We can't use that. Or rather, we shouldn't use that. Loot the locker. Elite polearm. Wait, this might be good. Two-handed. Weapon damage +3. Well, if we didn't have a cardboard sword, this would actually be really good. But we do, so. Mob lice? Man. Mean mob lice. Judas Priest. Wasp brow? Oh, good boost. Cool. Okay, I have 15 adventures left. We're going to go to the seaside town, back to the odd jobs board. We're gonna do 10 adventure one, and we'll slow down leveling as we get up in levels. You also don't have to complete the quests in order, just doing them as they come along. So we might not go kill him for a while, because he seems very strong at the moment. Okay, so we've got 5 left. Got 4,500 meat. I wonder what pants there are in the flea market. Why not check that out? Let's see about pants. See if there are any pants that we can use that are better than what we currently have. Okay, that's a no. The elite pants. That's probably the piece we're missing. But they're not better. We've got the Uber pants. Orcish cargo shorts, maybe? 15. No, that's not better. White satin pants. Not better at all either. Dress pants. No. Okay, so none of these are better than what we have at the moment. Accessories. Impunity ring. Plus damage. Do we have 15 mysticality? We do, so that would actually be pretty decent. Dirty hobo gloves. That's no. Compression stocking. Regenerate MP per. Ooh, it takes 65. Man, that sucks. Okay. Perpetual darkness. Plus monster level. That hurts. Plus spooky damage. Plus damage spooky spells. That's not. Don't know about that. Acid squirting flower. Damage attacking people. That might. Dead Guy's Watch. Plus adventures per day. That's. We're gonna buy that. So it's when equipped. So before we get off, we'll equip it so that it's there for rollover. We're gonna buy that. The impunity ring is honestly not a terrible one. Ring of detect boring doors. No. Ring of telling students what to do. Teacher's pen. Plus 3 stats per fight. Okay, that's not really good as well. Okay, offhand. Wait, do we even know about our offhand yet? Muscle 25. We have 25 muscle. It's also resistant to all elements. That'd be helpful. And damage absorption. That's really good. Let's see if there's anything better. Disturbing fanfic. No. Flimsy clipboard. That's more meat. That's no. Magical ice cubes. Plus cold damage. Okay, that's a military orb. Ooh. Wait. Do we have 20? We don't have 25 scouting. That sucks. Security flashlights. That's not great. I think we're going to go with the autumnal Aegeus. That'll give us resistance to elements, which should mean we won't get hurt as often. So we're going to buy that. And we're using a one-handed weapon at the moment, so we should be able to equip this. Equip. Sweet. Yeah, so that should mean that we don't get hurt as often. That would be lovely if we could. We won't be able to take it into. Do we have to be wearing an outfit? Um. So no, we definitely have to. Definitely have to deal with him using one of those 2 outfits. So probably the harem girl outfit is what we're going to go with now that I think about it. It sucks, but it's better. So we just need to get the perfume. Probably won't be today because we've got 5 adventures left. So we're gonna go to Distant Woods, smoke signals. You approach source of Haggard Hippie. What's the problem? Came over here to protest the opening of the landfill. Now I'm stuck here. Landfill? What's the landfill? You mean the old landfill? The one that's been like 30 years? I don't even know where it is because everybody stopped using it like 8 years ago when the Seaside Town started dumping all the garbage into the ocean. Yeah, man, like our television was a little bit out of date. How did you get stuck here? Well, that's a funny story. I made a boat out of banana leaves, and after I landed and found out it was too late to press the landfill, I got bored, so I smoked some of the boat. You know it. Okay. Cut to the chase. What do you need me to do? That's really cool, man. I get it. I need you to go over to the landfill and find me a sustainable boat, like reuse, recycle, reduce something. Do myself the whole place is alive with junk sprites. And I'm a real action not a fighter. Okay, so that's the old landfill is now in the distant woods. Are we going to get beaten up? No. Molten scrap metal combat item. Hot damage and sets your opponent on fire. Nice. Okay, so we're looking for a boat, apparently. Now, I'm doing so much more damage. 2 more adventures. Okay. So I'm out of adventures now. Okay, so out of adventures. Gonna go and let's see. We want a 1 and then a whatever. Um 1, it's crappy, don't care. Okay, so 1 adventure. And then we want to drink a good, yeah, Mount Pale New Oak. Drink that. So we got 4 adventures. I'm falling down drunk, can't do anything. We're also going to eat something with 2 fullness. Pigeon egg? No. Carton of snake milk has 3. Little cottage cheese has 2. Okay. Also, we're going to go equip that. We're going to unequip our Unruin's Ratworth, and we're going to equip the Dead Guy's Watch, so that when rollover happens, we get an additional adventure. So, we're going to do that. And that's going to be it. So, we made it through to middle of level 5. We're in the middle of the level 5 quest, and we're also looking for a boat. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. And, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Hope you enjoyed watching me play and read some of this stuff and generally just go about playing this game. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.